Welcome back, everybody. Today we're at Knoxville in the limited late models on dirt. I really love this track. This is my favorite dirt track on the game, so hopefully we can do pretty well. I'm actually not car number one. There's only 8 people in here, but the competition seems pretty good. There's a couple Division 1s, 3, 2, and then the rest are 4s and back. But practice, we were second fastest. Not everyone practiced, but track was a little bit worn in when it started the lobby, so it'll be interesting to see. At least it's not completely clean, so it's not just running straight on the bottom. You kind of have to run like a lane up. It's just a little bit worn out going into each corner. So I'm gonna try to get a good run to start this lap, hopefully. Hopefully we can get good qualifying. I feel like I went a little too high in turn 1. Try to drop down at the end of turn 4 because there's not much slick going through there. Okay, so far we're second. Hopefully the second lap will be better. Was it any better? It was not. That's disappointing. So far we've qualified second. It looks like just about everyone has qualified. I was kind of surprised that I was car number 2 with only 8 people in the lobby, because I have an iRating of like in the 4100, so I was kind of surprised seeing that, but that means at least there'll be some competitive racing, hopefully. But we're just waiting on one person. I don't know if they have done any laps. I think they just did their first one. So we will see once they finish their second one. We should jump straight into the race. Come on, Mitch, you got it. I'm interested to see if he gets any faster, because so far he's last. Him and only the 6th. Oh, he got in the 7th. Top 5, 6-ish. Everyone's pretty close, like within a couple tenths. So it should be a pretty competitive race, I feel like. Starting on the outside, not the greatest, but I like to have control of the restarts at Knoxville because the pace truck jumps off real early and you can get a really good launch. So we'll see how early the one car goes on us. But hopefully we could have a nice clean race. It could be a good competitive race as well. But I'm surprised that there was only 8 people that registered as well for the limited late model race. Usually there's a lot more in these races. It might be because of the time of day that I am running it. I'm running it at like 9 a.m. on Saturday. So, on a Saturday morning. Still, I think there's usually more people than this. But, oh well. But Knoxville is a really fun track. I really enjoy this track because once it gets worn out in the bottom, you really have to move up towards the wall, and it's a real flat track. There's not much banking to it, so it's really, really interesting. The corners are really wide, so it takes a while to get all the way out to the wall. I know we won't get nearly that far out in this race. There's only 30 laps. There's only 8 of us. We might get to like right here maybe at the most, like mid corner. I don't know. I don't think we'll get that high.
Going out in sprint cars, now we're in late model.
Yep, they are talkative. I was seeing if I had it muted or not.
Get ready.
Alright, let's see how early this one car goes. Pace truck's gonna jump off there. Yeah, he went pretty early.
Alright, man. Race cars in.
Third place guy got a good jump on me too, which kind of sucks.
Got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Trying to stay on the outside of the 4, but he kind of kept sliding up. Alright, so we have some positions to make up now. They're running the complete bottom where it's still kind of slick. I'm trying to run like the lane up to get a good run off the corner. Because if you get a little bit too much in the slick, you can get a little too sideways and that's going to ruin the corner. Like the 4 car just did right there. He kind of just like slid straight through it. It didn't really hurt him that much actually. It might hurt him more that corner. The 1 car is kind of running away with it. He's running just about perfect on the bottom. Car behind me slid up too far, it looks like. I was way too sideways in that corner. I was trying to keep it down there. I got too much in the slick. I can stay on the bottom a lot better in 3 and 4 than I can in 1 and 2. I just have to let off a little bit getting in the corner. Get the car settled to not get too sideways, I guess. Can't really do it in 1 and 2 very well, though. Yeah, I get my back tire way too much in the slickness, and I get completely sideways. That is not what I wanted to do. Getting on that cushion will slow you down. I don't mind having my front tires in the slick because that doesn't really do too much to me. It's so hard to make up ground if somebody doesn't mess up, it feels like. In the limited late models at least. Because for the most part, you're just full throttle trying to keep it straight. And these cars aren't that much of a handful with this track condition. You just have to find the right lane and run it. Or find the best lane for you. Like the 1 car can run right on the bottom. It looks like everyone else behind him can't, and he's pulling away with it. So he's running the fastest line for him.
Alright, man. 20 to go. Go get him.
Still got a long race though. I feel like I get better on a log run in these cars. There are no cautions, so they're all log runs. Like you get a full race run every time, but as long as you don't end up in a wreck, really. But I feel like once the track gets more and more worn in, I get a little better compared to some other people. If I find like a better line. God, first place is just running away with it. I don't understand. I'm running like half a lane down from the 4 car. We're staying about even. I feel like I'm the slightest bit faster than him, running fairly lower. He's trying to run right on the edge of the grip. I'm just a little bit off of it, but I'm not in the slick yet. It all depends on how well you can keep your car straight. Try to run his lane. Pulling away from the guy behind me a little. think the front guy's still running right on the bottom, and I don't understand how. That is ridiculous. Oh, that's the wall. That'll slow me down a little bit for that lap. Or maybe not. I kind of caught the 4 car. A little bit. The hard thing is we're not super high up in the corners where I can like throw a slider if I get close enough for it. If I would have ended up starting 3rd, I probably would have been in the 4th position. I feel like, because the start meant everything. Because he was right behind the leader. Leader got a good jump, so he got a really good jump. It's starting on the outside when the bottom's faster. It's hard to get back by him on the outside.
Then we go with the line.
10 laps to go already. Race goes by so quickly. Definitely pulled away from the guy behind us, so that's good. Caught him a little bit in that corner. I feel like he was too high off of 4. He got a little too sideways in that corner, caught him a little bit more. I'm creeping up on him now. I'm just trying to get straighter earlier off the corner than him and get a good run. Yeah, because he keeps going way too high off of 4 there. So I keep catching him slightly off of it. First place guy's 4 seconds ahead. He is absolutely gone. Kind of wish it was a battle for first between me and the 4 car. Super close racing. At least it was a competitive race the whole time between me and him. Front guy's just absolutely gone. There was no competition.
5 laps to go.
I don't know how he ran the bottom like just about the whole time. We'll try to run the bottom 3 and 4 here. Definitely got side by side with him.
Clear high. You're clear high. Clear high. Outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. You're clear high. Clear high.
Yeah, you can definitely make the bottom work in 3 and 4.
Outside.
1 and 2 is very difficult too.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Yeah, 1 and 2 it's very hard too. Oh, that's tough. I need to try to get a good run on him on the last lap coming off of 2. So I can go low in 3 and 4.
Alright, man. 2 to go.
Don't got much time to do it either. If you run it right, you can definitely catch a little bit in 3 and 4.
1 more to go.
No, I'm not going to be close enough to catch him here. Yeah. Good race, boy.
Good win, Michael. Holy shit, Austin. You made me sweat, bud.
I couldn't make it work on the bottom. It was hard to in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 you could a little bit. It was a good race. Well, we finished third, car number 2. I think we would gain a little bit of iRating. I feel like there's not going to be much to gain or lose at all because there wasn't many people in this lobby. I want to go back to the last couple laps. We actually got below him. I was starting to catch him with like 5 to go, and I wanted to see if the bottom would work, so I gave it a shot, and I feel like I gave it a shot a little too early. I was able to barely get on the cushion on the bottom of the curb. I was able to make it work through 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 just couldn't hold it. It was a little too slick in 1 and 2. So you just get too much momentum off the high side. Then here, 3 and 4 again. I can make it work. Get back side by side with him. He still gets good momentum off, so he pulls up a little, but I still gain a good amount through 3 and 4. And then right there is where I just lost it all. He got a good run off of 2, and I wasn't very good in 1 and 2. But the guy in first, he was just running solid laps the whole time. What was his fastest? An 8.76? I don't know what mine was. Mine was a 20.084, yeah. So it wasn't really much. His was a 20 flat. So it was a good race. I was happy. I'm happy it was competitive at least, so that was nice. And car number 2 finished third. Let's go see what kind of iRating we either gained or lost. I think I gained just slightly, but we'll see. Results are in. We lost 7, getting 3rd place. Wow, that's kind of surprising, to be honest. First place has a 48.90 iRating, so he was number 1. I was number 2 at a 41.40 now. 3rd place had 24.90. So I guess just the strength of field made me lose iRating, I guess. Strength of field was 21.39, so wasn't super high, but it was good competition. People are fast. Like, even the 4th place guy and 5th place guy, they weren't too far back. They started falling off after like lap 20 or so. But they were pretty close up until then. Me and the 4 car were close the entire time. First place guy was just gone, so he was able to run the bottom and just pull away. At least it was a good race. I'm disappointed we lost 7, but at least it's not a huge loss, if any. So it's not too awful. You can get that back pretty easily. And it seems like everyone pretty much lost or gained not too much, except at the very bottom or the very top. Right in the middle, from like 3rd to 6th, everyone was within like 11 up or down. So it was interesting, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Hopefully you guys get some more people in your races, because I wish there was more people in my race. And if you want to see my last dirt race, that will be on screen now. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content. If you want to see my oval racing, that playlist will be on the screen. And if you want to join the community Discord, that will be down in the description below. Appreciate all you guys watching, and I will see you in the next race.